Good evening. This is Luis Lopez with the School and Local Community Research Assignment. Uh, I'm going to be talking about the different ways or sources to build a strong community in school. When I was reading these different articles, I noticed that most of them, or all of them, mention pretty much the same ways or sources. I also went to a Camp Polk. I want to mention this because while I was in there, I signed up to go into one of the workshops that talk about building collaborative and relationships with the community. And in that workshop, they also mentioned pretty much the same sources, uh, beginning with the businesses, with the local businesses. You got to go out. These articles talk about going out to the community and knocking on doors. Not only doors of the different businesses around or stores, but also the doors of the people that live around, because maybe some of them or most of them went to that same school, so they can do something to help raise the school spirit and build a strong community. So one of those ways is going out there, knocking on every door, and but not only talking to these businesses about what can they do to help your community, but also what can the school do to help the businesses around. So that's one of the ways, going out and knocking on doors to get people into the school. Other of the ways or the sources is to build a good communication tool. It can be Facebook. It can be Twitter. It can be Instagram. It can be all of them. So building a good communication tool, especially nowadays with all this media and all the technology around, building a good tool of communication. Like I said, a building a web page. That's another of the things that they mention in that web page. You can have not only not only present the activities that you had in the school, and but also to announce the upcoming events in your school, so you and get everybody involved. And thinking about talking about getting everybody involved, other thing is to build a strong relationship with the parents. Now, having business, around, and having stakeholders around is gonna help you bring parents in. For one of the articles talks a lot or focus on this relationship, the relationship with the parents. Obviously, they are very important. They're gonna not only support the school but also support their children. Okay, we need them. We need them behind those kids, because those kids need all the support they can, and getting parents involved is very important. In the case of my school, I already talk about the situation in my school. We're trying to do a lot of things to get them involved. One of the things is whenever we announce that we have a meeting or an open house, we tell them we actually have food for them. Last year we had pasta. We call it the pasta evening. This year we had snacks for them. So bringing the parents in every way possible. It could be in those businesses. Again, they can help you, because if you get businesses involved, they can provide you with that food, that money to buy the food. One of the things that they were talking about in the while we were having this workshop at Camp Polk was about the different cultures. We need to know that, for example, here in Florida, Polk County, we have a lot of Hispanics. So one of the peers in that campo was talking about how big the the Spanish speaking population in her school was. So they decided to make a when they had an open house or a meeting for parents, they will have a whole room only for the Spanish speakers, where everything was said in Spanish. That way they will make them feel welcome in school. And all these articles that I read talk about that feeling of feeling welcome in your children's school. So she was talking about how they not only had a meeting with Spanish speakers, but they also had food that had to do with their culture. And one of the articles they talk about one school in Texas where they now they don't only have Hispanic uh, Spanish speaking meetings. They actually do festivals to celebrate the different cultures in the school. So they bring people from the community that can bring the food from different countries, and that can bring music from different countries, and that way they bring the parents in, and they're having a lot of they're having a lot of success with this approach. So what that's one of the approaches. Parents, getting them involved, ask them, survey them, to give them, ask them questions, have them talk, ask for ideas. One of the things we were talking about at the camp, it was about ask the parents what they would like to see in their children's school. Maybe we will not do as they say, but at least they will feel they will feel that they've been heard. So we need to build a strong relationship with the parents, and that's another way. And those parents, and that takes me to another point or source is the volunteers. Once you go out there and you start knocking on doors, maybe you find people that will come forward to volunteer to go to a school and be mentors for those students. That's why the articles talk about not only teachers and administrators going out there to knock on doors, but also have students go out and knock on doors and present the community with a plan, present the community with a list of events that the school is planning for the community. That way you might have a lot of people coming back to volunteer. So that would be that's one of that's how these are connected. You go out there, you knock on doors, and not only business doors, but the neighbors around the school, and you might end up with a bunch of volunteers, people that were that graduated from the school. You can also have associations, organizations of people that graduated from the school groups, and you can invite them to celebrate. Okay, let's celebrate the anniversary of this class. Okay, and that's something that they do a lot in Puerto Rico, where I come from. The schools to bring volunteers and to bring people from the community. They will celebrate the anniversary of the classes. And remember, you maybe graduated from that school, and now you own a business. So a good way to bring businesses in is by, talking to those people that graduated. Okay, so those are our ways. We also have, the like I said, the student voice. Like I mentioned before, not only you don't want only the teachers and the administrators going out there to knock on doors and invite people in to your community, but you also need to involve the students in this partnership. You need to give the students a voice. Okay, have group of students, organizations, students organizations. Have them plan activities. And that's something that I used to do at my school. Students would ask me if they could, they needed a teacher to back them up to organize an activity, and I would tell them, no, you organize it, you give me a plan, and I will take it to the administrators. But you are gonna be the one planning the activity. You are gonna be the one organizing. I will back you up. But you'll be the one. So give the students that voice. Listen to their ideas. After all, that is their school. Okay, obviously we need to look at a plan and see what they want. Obviously, we don't want something that is not appropriate for a school setup. But yeah, give them a voice. Let them participate. Let them talk. Give them surveys. Ask them what do they think. What do they need to make the school more fun. Okay. So and that's all the thing that they mentioned in that I read when I was doing the research. That's something that I found, that students need to have a voice in this community. So that's pretty much what I found. You gotta bring in the businesses, and the people around you. You gotta knock on doors. Parents, you gotta involve the parents. Involve the parents. You go around, check what they like, what they consider to be appropriate, and be active, be proactive. Go out there, check with them, call them to bring them in, call them, send them text messages, do whatever you can to bring them in. Students, give the students a voice. Give the students a voice, okay? And have a plan. Have a good plan. What are you looking for? What activities? What do you want to give the community, and what do you expect back from that community? Communication. You need to establish tools. You need to establish a bridge. How to communicate. You need to open a web page, Facebook. Call the local news. Bring them in. Do whatever you can. Okay, and that will help you. Honor the different cultures. Okay, honor the different cultures, and increase community partnerships. All right. So I think that's about it. That's what I found. Thank you.